So did you understand what I just told you? Did you just understand? No, a conversation's two ways, sir. We'll talk to you later. Okay, be a prick. It's just hard to swallow that they're providing no handicap spots for anybody down here today.
I have no control over that, sir.
Well, who does?
You might want to go with the city on Monday, 8 to 5.
Well, I understand, but today we won't be able to come.
Okay.
Because the only spot from the entire Carrollton downtown now is that one spot right there. Okay. That's way down there. Well, it's frustrating that the police just throw their hands up and say, you know what, it's not our problem, when there's laws for handicap parking.
We're not throwing our hands up. I'm simply telling you wanted some sort of way that you could voice your frustration. Yeah. I'm telling you need to voice it with the city hall. But if I was to park there, what would you do? Well, right now this whole area is closed. I'm just saying. But what if I parked there? What would you do? Well, right now, as it says, 1 to 11, no parking. So you would be getting a citation. Okay, but you realize that you're blocking off parking. This federal law requires these parking lots. But you realize the entire square is closed down for a special event. But since these are the only 2 handicap parks for downtown, you've basically taken away the parking. While you're blocking off the entire square, you're taking away the only handicap spots available downtown. If I was to go to Monkey King or Connie Rosso, I would literally have to park on the other side of town to be able to get the same things that able-bodied people get. And again, I'm going to tell you, if you have an issue with this, you need to voice your frustration with City Hall because they closed off this whole area for an event. This isn't the police department closing this off. But you would give me a ticket if I park there. So it is a police issue. Because right there it says no. But the handicap parking is right there. Okay, but the sign right there says. So you're saying that the city can override federal law? I'm saying that the city can close down an area of the city for a special event if they want. That's true, and I understand.
The city still has its own obligations. It's providing the parking. If this event, and they're giving allowance to have this event in that place, takes away their provision of accessible parking, the city needs to move it. Or require this private entity to put in temporary accessible spaces that it took out of commission during the event.
Okay. They say that they can block off downtown Carrollton, or block off the square, or block off streets or whatever for an event, that's their right. But the thing is, they've now blocked off, so all over there, from down there, there are no handicap spots. None. So we come up here. If you want to enjoy the event on the square tonight, or today, tough luck for you. Because as you can see, the only 2 handicap spots from the square all the way to the south side of the entire downtown area, there are 0 handicap parking spaces. 0. The law requires that, yes, they can block off handicap spots, but they have an obligation to replace them with a different parking, with a different area so that people can still park here. Now, Fulcher, I understand that the city has the ability to block off. I'm just making a statement. I'm just making a statement. You don't want to listen to me as a citizen. You don't want to listen to a citizen. So you're Officer Fulcher, is that correct? Yes, sir. So I'm just wanting to say something, and you're. Get in my car and I'll let my window down. You're telling me. My point is, hey, look, you know what? I mean, I always make the statement that you're not the enemy unless you want to be. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to do what's right. Do you not believe that the handicapped deserve a spot in this world? Sir, do you not believe that? I'm just asking. I just had this whole conversation with you. No, you just sat there and said if the city did. I'm just asking you a question. I just simply had this whole conversation with you. No, you didn't have this conversation with me. You actually had it twice. No, actually, you said you had to go over here and you ran away. That I could talk to the city. I was asking you a question. I've explained to you 2 times. Do you not believe the handicapped world deserves a place in this world?
Did you understand what I told you?
What, that the city can block off the square, right?
Did you understand what I told you the second time?
I'm asking, is that what you're saying?
But I'm asking you, did you understand what I said?
Well, I just told you, if it's the fact that you said the city can block off the square.
But yes, and I explained that to you twice, right? At least twice.
And that's what I was trying to tell you, that the city has the right. Well, hang on a second. Hang on, I was talking. Let me just finish. Let me just finish. I know you cops like to override people all the time. Why don't you let me have an opportunity to speak?
I just want to make sure you heard me.
I absolutely did.
Okay, so I explained it to you twice. You heard me both times, right?
No, I heard you say that the city can block off the street, but you didn't listen to me. You didn't listen to me. That's only part of the story, sir.
I just want to make sure you.
Well, part of the story is that the city can do that, but they have an obligation to replace handicap spots. Okay, see, you're just trying to be the enemy now by overriding me. You won't listen to what I have to say. Yeah, you do. I've filmed you before. When you were in city property filming or running radar from Dallas County property.
I don't even remember you.
What's your name, officer?
Sorry?
What's your name?
Fulcher.
Fulcher?
Fulcher, F-U-L-C-H-E-R.
Okay, thank you.
Good to see you again, but
okay.
I have to leave now.
Okay, well, all I was saying was that the city has an obligation to replace handicap spots. Since you don't think the handicapped deserve a place in this world, that's what you're saying.
Did you hear what I told you the first two times?
I heard you say that the city can block that off.
You understood what I said?
No, because you only left out the important part of the story, which is, yes, they could block off the square, but they have to replace handicap spots.
You didn't understand what I told you the first two times.
I understand that they can block off the square, but they have to replace it by federal ADA 1990 laws. They have to replace that.
You told me that you understood, so I'm going to leave you.
So did you understand what I just told you? Did you just understand? No, a conversation's two ways, sir. We'll talk to you later. Okay, be a prick.
That's a complete violation.
Okay. So I guess at this point I need to file a complaint?
I would file a complaint. That's so black and white. With something as simple as that, it's an easy case. I would definitely put in a complaint about it.